Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now, we're not going to check out any bands today. Instead, I want to talk about the state of the channel and what's going on with the channel. I apologize for the clickbait thumbnail, but I did that to kind of play into what I'm going to be talking about today. It's not something I normally do. What I want to talk about is basically the state of the channel, what's going on, and some things that I've realized from messing about with the channel with ads and things like that, as to what you can do with this kind of stuff and what I am going to do with this kind of stuff. Basically, what I would say is that the channel's going fine as far as I'm concerned in terms of the numbers growing and things like that. We're not getting enough views on the vids that I would like to get at the moment because I just want to get as many as we can with that stuff. The idea of this channel is to, give people a review and talk about their music, but also try and promote the band and get them to as many listeners as I can. And the audience, of other band members and people just into heavy metal music should hopefully like some of the stuff that I'm putting out there, because we put out a quite varied range of different stuff. I don't expect everyone to like every single video and watch every single video. That's not really the point. I'm trying to put out a lot of different genres within the heavy scene to get people into the stuff that they might not have heard before, but also, to give a wide range of people something to listen to, something to tune into. So they might only tune in one day a week, but they'll find something that they like and a band to check out. That's the idea. But we have got some crazy folks who like to watch every single show and check out every single band and hear me talking about the bands. And I really appreciate those guys as well. Thanks very much. So as far as the channel's going, I'm really happy with the way things are. I'm not complaining today or anything like that in terms of the state of the channel. It's going well. We're getting views. We're getting people on board. We're getting really cool bands finding out about the channel and making priority submissions and stuff like that. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about how many bands I've got in the queue or, my ability to find underground bands to put on the channel. There's more than enough of those to go around. We don't even really scratch the surface of what's out there, and we do our best to kind of dig right in there. So yeah, there's no worries in terms of that stuff. What I want to talk about today is some stuff I've been messing around with in terms of monetization, running ads and putting money into the channel in that way, because I've learned a few things messing about with that stuff over the last few months, and I just want to kind of let you guys know what I've learned and what I intend to do from here on out with it. Basically, what I've been doing is I've run ads on Facebook for probably 6 months, up until a couple of months ago. And I was doing that. I was only doing €1 a day ads, so it wasn't very expensive. And I was targeting the audience to people just into heavy music, certain regions of the world and things like that. And I was noticing people were coming in from those areas of the world, which was cool. Now, I've checked out Facebook ads as well on Facebook, and I have found bands out that way. So I do know real people look at your ads, because I've looked at ads. I've found that people that way and bands that way. And I do know real people have followed the channel from the ads. But unfortunately, what is also the case with running ads is you get a hell of a lot of bots following the channel and liking your stuff as well. And there's nothing you can really do about that. I started running ads in Indonesia for grindcore. And when a bunch of Indonesian grannies started liking the post and then liking my channel, I realized these people aren't real people, because looking at their profile, that person definitely did not like grindcore. It just wasn't the case. And then you start thinking, oh, there's something up there. And then you look at more profiles and you start to realize, hang on, a certain amount of the people liking this post and liking my channel aren't real people, because it's just not adding up. It just, something doesn't seem right about it. And you start to figure out, well, these guys are obviously bots and things like that. So I don't know what the percent is, unfortunately. I'd like to know, but I don't know. A certain percent of my followers now on Facebook are bots. And I noticed as well that as the numbers were going up in followers, the engagement wasn't going up by the same amount as well. Wasn't getting that many more likes or views or stuff. So, it's kind of disheartening to know that when you put an ad out there, yeah, you're going to reach some real people, but you're actually going to reach a whole bunch of bots as well, and they're going to like your stuff. And it's going to skew your numbers if you're trying to keep your numbers genuine, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm a genuine guy. You should have realized that by watching this channel. I don't bullshit, and I'm not all kind of about fronting it and stuff like that. And I only really want real people to follow this channel and real people who are into the music and stuff as well, so that when we get views, when I've got numbers, I know that they're real numbers, you know, they're not just fake numbers. So that's one thing I've realized about doing it. I've stopped doing the Facebook ads now, and since I did stop doing it, you know, the numbers have dropped off in terms of how many followers a day I was getting and things like that. But now I know that the followers a day I am getting, which is still a few, are real people, and they're actually people who want to follow the channel and aren't just some Indonesian bot or something like that. So, you know, that's really what I want to talk about today, is that, yeah, you can run ads on your stuff, and it's the same for YouTube as well, and you can do the same with Instagram as well. It's pretty much the same thing across all the formats. If you pay for ads on your videos or on your posts on Facebook, you are going to reach some real people with it. So in that way, it's worthwhile. But there's going to be a certain percent, and it might even be 50%, it might be more, it might be less, I don't know, I can't say. But there's going to be a certain percent, and a significant percent of those numbers that are just going to be fake bots and aren't real people and aren't ever going to engage with your stuff or anything like that. So you've kind of, that's just the way things are. You can't change that. You can't circumvent it in some way or something like that. You can actually go more in that direction if you want. There's sites out there that will just give you 1,000 bot likes or something like that. You just pay for bots to like your stuff. I couldn't be less interested in that. I'm not, you know, I thought to myself, well, what I could do with this channel is up my prices to the point where people, you know, what I would do is pay for ads, get loads of views on my videos, so people think every video is getting 1,000+ views or even 5,000, however many you want to pay for. I'd up my prices on the website and say, look, if you want to come on my channel, I can get you 5,000 views, but it's going to be, you know, 50, 60 quid to get on the channel, whatever. But the thing is, that would just be a total scam at that point. Yeah, I'd be giving people a review and stuff in the same way. But in terms of me saying, I'm getting you promotion and I'm going to get you to 5,000 views and all the rest of it, that would just be a big lie and a big scam. And all I would be doing is using some of the money they paid me to pay for an ad to basically just bump the numbers artificially. I'm not going to do that. It's not what I'm about. I'm a genuine guy and I want genuine numbers on this channel. But what that is going to mean is we're going to grow slower than I would otherwise, because, you know, I'm not going to get the small amount of real people that you do meet from doing ads by not doing ads. Now, I might do ads now and again just to get those few people, you know, now and again, but I'm not going to just run constant ads like I have been for a good part of this year, because it just feels empty. It feels pointless to be knowing that I'm getting a bunch of bots following the channel as well. So there you go. That's really what I wanted to say today, is that, look, you know, this is going to be a genuine channel. We're checking out underground bands. I'm not going to hoodwink a bunch of bands by paying to get a bunch of views and then charging them even more and saying, look, I can promote your band to all these bunch of numbers. There's loads of people out there doing that stuff, so watch out for those guys. If you know, if the deal seems too good to be true, they've only been going a couple of months, they've got, you know, 100,000 views and all the rest of it. It's all probably been bought and paid for, because I can tell you now, doing it organically is slower. It takes a long time because you know, just like the underground bands that we check out every single day, everyone's just trying to do their best to get their name out there and, you know, promote themselves and get their name about. Well, same goes for the show as well. I'm just, you know, trying to do it for the bands as well with the show. So there you go. I do want to just mention as well, I have actually raised my prices on the website, not because of all of this stuff that I've been talking to today, purely because I haven't raised them in over 2.5 years. And unfortunately, with the way things are going with the world, with inflation and whatnot, used to be that a T1 submission would be able to buy me a meal, would buy me a pizza or something like that. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't anymore. And once all PayPal have taken a cut and the website's taken a cut and all the rest of it, I'm kind of doing it for way less than what would even be minimum wage, which feels like I'm underselling myself at this point. It's not that I want to make more money out of people. It's just I feel like I have put a lot of effort and time and consistency into this channel now, and not raised my prices since day one, that, you know, now is the time to kind of do that, especially with the way things are going with inflation and everything else, which is just out of control. Hopefully that stuff calms down in the future. So there you go. That's what I want to talk to you today. Hopefully you've got to the end of this video if you're interested in what's going on with this channel. channel and you know, a regular and all the rest of it, there you go. Basically, the TLDR is, you know, I'm not going to use payments and to scam people thinking that they're getting a whole bunch of views on this channel when actually it's just a bunch of bots and it's totally useless. So there you go. That's really the long and short of it. We're going to be back tomorrow with some more cool bands. I just wanted to do this video today and get it out there, get my thoughts out there, because it's something that's been playing on my mind for a bit now, and I just want to kind of get it out there and get it off my chest. So there you go. We'll see you tomorrow for some more cool bands. Hope you're having a good day today and a good week this week, guys. We'll see you then. Cheers. Bye.